welcome to Mid-State Skin. We're going to give everybody a few minutes to kind of hop on. That way we don't start too soon for some people that are still maybe working or getting some lunch or something. So, and I have notes because I talk too much sometimes about skincare, so don't mind that. So my girl's going to let me know when we're kind of getting some people on, we can get started.
I almost just put a cat filter on your face.
I'll improve it.
All right, we got people watching.
Yay! All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Mid-State Skin. We wanted to do something a little bit different, you know, just to kind of connect with everybody and make it a little bit easier for you guys to understand maybe some skincare, what order to put skincare on, to use it morning or night, and you know how long to wait in between products and things like that. So I'm going to kind of refer to my notes because I have to do that, otherwise I'll forget what I'm talking about. The most probably common question I get is skincare is probably the most common question I get, and what order to put it in. So the good thing about this is I'm going to kind of go through the steps. You can come in and we can kind of talk about personalized skincare if you guys want, and then that way you'll know your skin type, you know, what's best for your skin type, what you're kind of trying to accomplish, and we can kind of personalize it for you. This will kind of be a general rule for serums, SPF, hyaluronic acid, things like that. So we'll go over all of that. The most important thing when you're looking in skincare products is when you're looking at the ingredient deck. If it says that it's a hyaluronic acid serum, you want that hyaluronic acid ingredient to be in the first 5 ingredients when you're looking at the product. So if it's not in the first 5 ingredients, you kind of want to, you know, push that to the side because that's not going to really give you the efficacy of hyaluronic acid. So that's a really good rule of thumb when you're looking into skincare, because skincare is everywhere now. You know, there's tons and tons of good skincare out there. I'm going to show you just 2 of our favorite products, one from here, one from over the counter, and we'll go over that too. The reason being with the ingredients, if there's a lot of filler ingredients before the actual active ingredient, that can cause a lot of congestion in the skin. It can cause a lot of milia, which are hard little whiteheads on the skin. That's very, very common that I see. And you have to kind of, you know, come in and have those removed, which is not fun. So it's really good to watch out for petroleum in products, you know, things like that. They're going to clog pores and, you know, just do damage to the skin, rather helping the skin. So the best way to start your skincare, morning or evening, is a hydration spray. I'm not a huge fan of toners. That's just my personal opinion, because usually alcohol is the first ingredient and that's stripping your skin of all its natural oils. So we don't want to do that. Hydration sprays, or even just having your skin a little damp before you apply any product, it's going to help that skincare absorb deeper into the skin, and it's not going to feel like it's sitting on top of the skin when you're layering products over and over. So I'll just kind of tell you what I do in the morning and in evening. So I usually spray my skin with a hydration spray, and sometimes I'll spray that during the day too, even when I have makeup on. It just gives you a little boost in the skin. So that way my skin's a little damp, okay? AM, you want to do cleanser, or just kind of clean your skin with a little bit of water. It's your preference, you know, either way you want to do that. I use a cleanser. I'll show you my favorite one in a little bit. You know, it's just a basic cleanser. It's nothing, you know, stripping the skin. It doesn't have any active ingredients as far as glycolic acids or lactic acids. It's just going to kind of clean the skin of all of the dead skin cells when you were sleeping, things like that. So after I cleanse, I spray my face with my hydration spray, and then I'm going to apply eye cream. Eye cream is the product that you want to apply first before anything else, no matter if it's morning or night. So I do 1 pump on my ring finger, kind of tap the ring finger. I start here, I dab, and then I go all the way around the eyes, because it's going to get these little 11s that you have here, your little bunny lines here. It's going to get your crow's feet as well. So you want to go all the way around. Okay. And just light, you know, light pressure. And you want to kind of stay on this bone. anything around the eyes is going to soak in, so you don't have to get super close. You can just stay on the bone. Let that sit for about 20 seconds. You don't have to wait a long time in between applying skincare, okay? So the next one we're going to do is serums. If you have any kind of vitamin C serum, which you should have vitamin C serum every morning, that is what you want to apply in the morning time, not the nighttime. The sun kind of activates the vitamin C, so that's why you use it in the morning, okay? So vitamin C serum will go on first. So usually 1 pump or 2 pumps of that, you'll apply that. Anything you put on your face, you want to bring down the neck, and I always apply it to the back of my hands as well. You don't want to waste product. You know, you usually have some left over your hands. You always want to apply the back of your hands, okay? Any kind of serums, any SPF, anything like that, you want to definitely do that. Hyaluronic acid, that's another great ingredient. Majority of the time, hyaluronic acids are just kind of by themselves in the ingredient deck. There might be a little zinc in it. There might be a little bit of water, you know, in it as well. But hyaluronic acid is a serum that holds its weight 1,000 times its weight in moisture. So it's kind of going to be like a sponge for your skin. It's going to really hydrate and plump the skin as the day goes on. So that's kind of what our skin is made of. But once we start aging and things like that, that starts to kind of break down. So think of a dry sponge versus a wet sponge. So the dry sponge looks textured, looks old, you know, doesn't look attractive, basically. The wet sponge looks hydrated and healthy. So that's just going to keep that hydration in the skin, and it's going to pull more moisture from the air as well and keep the skin hydrated and young and plump looking. Hyaluronic acid serums, you can use morning and night, or you can use morning or night. My preference is the morning for myself because I get a little bit dry patches during the day. I wear a lot of makeup just because I'm a makeup artist too. So I like to have that under the makeup. It just kind of gives you a little bit of plumpness to the skin too. The next step can be 1 step or it can be 2 steps. So I like to have a moisturizer with SPF in it. I use one that we have here. It's great. It has a little tint to it, but it's nice because it's a 1-step product. So I'm getting moisture, which is a barrier for the skin before you put any kind of makeup or before you walk outside, anything like that. It's just going to really help to kind of secure everything that you've already put on the skin and protect your skin from makeup, you know, powders, anything like that you're going to apply later. So SPF with a moisturizer is the best way. And, you know, ones with tint, ones without tint, it's really your preference of which one you want to do. I know a lot of people have a problem, especially with a little bit deeper skin tones, with the white cast of SPF. So I always recommend doing one with a little bit of tint because the tint kind of activates with the skin and kind of evens the skin tone out a little bit, so it doesn't give you that white cast. So that's a little bit of a tip. Okay, so that would be morning. After all of that, you can apply your makeup, all that good stuff. I like to spray my face one more time with a hydrating mist before I put any makeup on. That's just kind of what I do with my regimen. If you don't wear makeup, you can still apply that because it's just going to give you a little hydration during the day. Even if you're oily, you know, for my oily girls out there, which bless you because you're not going to have as many wrinkles as a dry person. It's good to do that because if you're stripping your skin of all of its oils, you're having your skin overactivate, you know, with that oiliness in the skin. So if you're not giving it hydration, you know, it's still going to be overactive with oil. So you want to give it some hydration even though you're oily. Okay, so PM at night. Very similar to the order. Okay, so you want to start out with cleansing. Cleansing at night is I think it's a little bit more important than the morning. You know, you've kind of touched your face all day. You're not supposed to, but some people do. You're cleaning that makeup off. You're cleaning that, you know, dirt, grime, everything that happens during the day. So you're going to cleanse the skin, spray your hydration primer or spray, or you can keep it a little bit damp during the day too. Then you're going to do your eye cream, same thing you did in the morning time. And then you're going to do your active ingredient products. So if you have a serum or an acne product or an anti-aging product from your dermatologist, your esthetician, you know, any kind of those topicals that you get from the doctor, you're going to apply those to the skin. You want those active ingredients to really penetrate the skin before you put any other serums or moisturizers on. That way it's going to be very effective for you. So any kind of retinols, acne, topicals, Onextin, retinols, anything like that, you're going to want to put first. Glycolic acids, lactic acids, salicylic acids, that's going to go on first to the skin. You're going to let that sit for about 30-45 seconds, and then you can add your other serums, which is hyaluronic acid, anti-aging serums. Some anti-aging serums have a little bit of vitamin C in them as well. That's okay to use it at night, but you'd want to use that in the morning too. And then your nighttime moisturizer. You're going to seal everything in with that nighttime moisturizer. So when you go to bed, you're kind of laying on your pillow. That's going to really seal everything in, okay? And especially if you're using retinols, glycolics, anything that's going to help to kind of overact those skin cells, you're really going to kind of want to protect that in the skin and hydrate the skin and moisturize, because it's going to, sometimes it can dry you out a little bit. So you want to put that moisture back in the skin. So I'm going to go over a couple of products. One we have here at the office at Midstate, and then one is over the counter that you can pick up anywhere, Walgreens, CVS, anywhere you'd like to pick it up. And we do have some samples of that here as well, okay? So this is one of my favorite, it's actually not one of my favorites, it's probably my favorite cleanser, drugstore or dermatology. It's called Lipid Replacing Cleanser. So this is an awesome cleanser. It has very gentle exfoliating ingredients in it. Has a little bit of lactic acid in it, but it's not going to strip the skin of any natural lipids, which is, you know, oil production. So it's not going to strip the skin of any of the natural things. So if you're acneic, if you're dry, if you're oily, if you're anti-aging, things like that, this will be perfect for any kind of skin type. You can use it to remove your eye makeup as well. It's very, very gentle around the eyes. So what I do is I take, let me show you the bottle it comes in. So it comes in this bottle. A little goes a long way. Has a little pop lid right there. I would do about a dime size. What I do is I wet my hands, really emulsify it in your hands, and then work it in the skin. And then once I'm done with that, rinse my hands off, work it a little bit more with some more water, and then I use a makeup eraser cloth, which is my favorite thing ever in the world. So I have a couple of those that I use during the week. So I rinse that, rinse my face, do it again, do another cleanse. Now, if you wear a ton of makeup, like me, you can cleanse twice, but I find that if I use this cleanser in my makeup eraser cloth, I don't have to cleanse twice. I can cleanse one time and it saves me time. So that's an awesome, awesome cleanser. The other thing that that I recommend, actually we all recommend this one, it's CeraVe. You can get it, you know, like I said, anywhere, Walgreens, Walmart, Publix, anywhere. This is an awesome moisturizer. This has hyaluronic acid in it as well. So it also has barriers that are built in the moisturizer to really protect the skin. So if you have irritated skin, rosacea, acne, really inflamed acne, things like that, because you can be oily with acne, but you can still be a little dehydrated, and that barrier of your skin is not as healthy as, you know, somebody who doesn't have acne. So this is great for at nighttime. I have patients that use it in the morning as well, and then they put an SPF over top. But this is great for at night, and it's inexpensive. It doesn't have to be super expensive for it to be effective. So I think it comes in a regular little pump bottle, which is great, and it's not, I think it's around $10 to $12. So I think that's about it. I think I've covered a lot of things. So I think we're good for the day, and I hope you guys have an awesome day. If you want to come in for a free consultation, 15-minute free consultation, you're welcome to do that, and we can go over some personalized products. Or if you want to come in for a 30-minute express facial, you know, that includes some warm towels, exfoliation, you know, some looking at your skin, you know, if you need some extractions, things like that. And then we can kind of talk about some skincare that would be good for your skin type and we can go from there. All right, ladies.
So one of the questions that we had that wasn't answered actually
Okay.
is how long you're supposed to wait between each product to put the next one on in the routine.
Okay. My products that I use, majority of my products that I've ever used, I don't really wait a long time in between. I might wait 20-30 seconds in between products. But if you use that hydration spray on the skin, once you start layering product, you will notice that it's going to sink in a lot faster than if you do it on completely dry skin. So it does save a little time in between each step. If you feel like you're one of those, I know it's a little bit old school, but if you want to wait a couple minutes in between topicals, you know, that's fine as well. If you have the time to do that, that's awesome. But it's not necessary. You know, you can do your eye cream, put your serums on, you know, put your moisturizer on. My skincare regimen in the morning, it takes me about 3 minutes to do from beginning to end, and then I start my makeup. That's a whole nother story. It takes a lot longer to do that. But my skincare regimen is very quick. You know, you don't want to spend a ton of time on it. You just want to layer those products on.
Okay, that's it.
All right. Have an awesome day, you guys. Thanks for coming.